Welcome to Shabit Uganda Learning. My name is Nelson, and we are making a continuation of our operation of whole numbers, and that is going to be division. We had so far looked at addition of whole numbers up to 6 digits. We also looked at this operation of whole numbers, that was subtraction. We also looked at multiplication. So in this video we shall be able to look at what? Division of these whole numbers. So let's get started, and we see how we can also deal with division. Okay, so in division we shall be looking at division of whole numbers. Okay, that is whole numbers by what? By 2 digit numbers. Okay, so we are only going to be looking at division by only 2 digit numbers. Okay, so this is how they do set it. As you can see, we have this number which is given. Okay, this is our example 1. They are saying divide 5,424 by 12. That is the number that they want us to do what? That is the number that they want us to divide out that number. Okay, so for us to be able to get the number which is required here, without even using a calculator, we can be able to get that number right. So using a step-by-step method. Okay, so in this number which is given, what we have to do is to get we get the first number, okay, which is 5. We say 5 divided by what? 5 divided by we say 5 divided by what? 5 divided by 12. Okay, so when you say 5 divided by 12, it is impossible. You can't divide a small number to a big what? To a big number. Okay, so that is the same as, now when it is impossible, you have to put a what? You have to put a 0. Then if you put a 0, then that means we say 0 minus that is 0 minus what? It's going to be a 0 minus 5. Okay, this is the one they got, 0 minus 5. So it still remains 5. So now we bring out our 4 here. Okay, so let us try it step by step, and we see how they came up with the method here, which is given. We are having this is let's try it from here. Okay, we are having our 12, and we are having our 50 what? Our 54, and then 24. So this is the number we are going to divide. We divided this number. Okay, so we are saying, we say 5 divided by this, which is impossible. Okay, so when it is impossible, you can now bring these two numbers. 54 divided by what? You say 54 divided by 12. So what is 54 divided by 12? So for you to get this number right, you can say, when you say 54 divided by 12, you can say, let me say, in 2 times, 54 in 2 times, that is 24. Then in 4, okay. So when you say 2, okay, by 2 we get 24. Okay, so we say by 4 we are getting that this is going to be 40 what? 48. So this simply means we get the numbers. We say if we divide 54, how many times goes in 12? So you can say, if we try our 4, and we say our 4 times 12. Okay, 4 times 12, we get 40 what? 48. Okay, then in 48 we subtract when we subtract this, we get our here is 14. We borrow 1, this remains 4. This becomes 14. 14 minus 8, 14 minus 8, 14 minus 8, we get our 6. All right, so this also remains what? 0. So this simply means that here we have our 4 here, then we are now remaining with our 6. We say 6 divided by 12, it is impossible. So what we do is to bring back our 2 here, okay, this 2 which is still remaining on these numbers of ours. So now this becomes what? This becomes 62. So we said 54 divided by this, they get 44. Remainder what? Remainder 6. So this simply means we shall now it is what? It is 62 divided by that. So that means if we try 5, we say 60 divided by 5. We say if we say 62 divided by 12, they take 5 remainder something. So we say 5 times 12. We say 5 times what? 5 times 12. 5 times 12. Okay, 5 times 12. This is the same as what? 5 times 12. We say 5 times 2, which is 10. Right, is 0. What is 1 times what? 1 times 5. We get 5 plus 1 becomes what? Becomes 60. So that means when we multiply our 5 times 12, we get what? We get 60. So when we get 60, we still do what? We still subtract. So when we still subtract, this is going to be 2, then 0. Okay. So this simply means we have now got our 02, which is remaining here. Okay, we have our 2 divided by 12. It is impossible. We bring our 4 here. Okay, we bring our 4 here. So this becomes what? 24. So when you say 24 divided by 12, of course, we get 2. Then 2 times 12, we get 24. Okay. 20 what? 24. So this simply means we are having our not. Okay. So our number has totally been solved. Then this simply means if you can use this method, it is the same as using this method. So what they were trying to mean here, they were saying you get a number that can be multiplied by 12 to get the number which is almost near to 54. They got 48. Okay. So when you say 54 divided by 12, they say 44. Remainder what? Remainder some numbers. Okay. So this method is very simple for us to still get the what? Get the answer. Also, you can use that same method on this number, which is our example number 2. They are saying 20 men is offloaded the same number of bags from a lorry carrying 340 bags. Okay, how many did each offload? They are saying we have 20 men, they offloaded 340 bags. So how many did each load? So this is also still the same thing. We have to get our what? Our division. These are the 20 what? 20 men offloading 340 what? At 40 bags. So here we can also still divide. We divide this. 3 divided by 20, it is impossible. Okay, so we just bring our 4 of ours to become 34. So when we say 34 divided by this, they share that is 1 1. So when you say 1 1, they share 1 1. What is 1 divided by 1 times 20? We shall still get our 20. Okay, so when you also still subtract, we shall get our 4, and here we shall get our 1. Okay, so that means we are now remaining with our 14 divided by 20, which is still what? Impossible. So we say this is going to be our what? We bring our 0 here. So that simply means we are going now to divide our 140 divided by what? Divided by 20. So how do we come up with that one? Then we have to look at these figures of ours. We are having 100 and what? 140. We are going to divide it by our 20. So if we say they are going to eat 2 what is 2 times 20? That is 2 times 20, that is 40. If we also bring another 2, that is what? That is 80. Okay, if we also bring another 2, that is another 2, that is 120. Okay, then if we say also bring another 1, another 2, that is 1 what? 1. Okay, let's see. We want to get a number that can be divided by what? Can be divided by 40. So we are saying that number we can get it if we say our 20 times 2. 20 times 2 we get 40. Okay. Then if we also say our 40 times 2. Okay, if we say 20 times 2, so that means in 2 they take in 2 they take 40, then in 2 they take. So you can see that our 20, this is 40. Okay, and this is also what? Also 40. So when we add up this, it is giving us, this is 120. So this gives out what? 120. So that simply means if we try 140 divided by 20, and we say is equal to 6. When we multiply our 6 by 20, we get 120. But how many is remaining to make 140? It is 20. That means we are only remaining with 1 time. So here now we can say 7. Okay, because if we say this times in 6 times, it gives us 120. So when you add one other time, it gives us 140. So here we are going, that's how we have got our 7. This simply means when we multiply our 7 times 20, we shall be able to get our 140. Okay, then we say minus. When we subtract these numbers, we shall be able to get our zeros here. So this simply means that if we divide our 340 divided by 20, they get 17. Okay, so if we say 17 times 20, okay, 17 times 20, we shall get 340. Okay, so this is 7, we get 14. Okay, 2 times 1, we get 2, that is 3. Okay, then this is a 0. 0 times 7 is 0, times 1 is 0. So here was 0, also here 0, 0. So we have proved our answer that when we say 17 divided by, 340 divided by 20, we shall be able to get our 17. So that's how we can use our long what? hour-long division. You just only need to know how many times does our number enters into 20. Then you say that number times our 20 here. It gives you the what? Gives you the answer. Then you subtract and get the what? And get the correct answer. So that is how we are going to be dealing with division. Division by what? By the two what? By the two digits. So we are going now to be able to look at the trial examples, the questions. We see how we can solve them. So for this, let me stop here. We are going to see those examples and those questions, how they are set in another what? In another lesson. Thank you very much for being part of this. Please stay blessed and be able to subscribe also to get some upcoming lessons on this topic, and we shall be able to meet in our next what? In our next lesson. Thank you very much. Nice moment.